In today's video, we're going to talk about the 5 ways to change your thinking. Are you ready to take on the task? Are you ready to be the phoenix and rise up and change your way of thinking? With that being said, cue the intro. Tip number 1 on changing your mindset. Tip number 1 is you have to change your self-talk. You have to change the way you speak to yourself. If you speak to yourself in a negative light will show. If you say, hey, I'm going to change my mindset today. I'm going to go for a run today. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. It promotes atmosphere to surround yourself inside your head to change your mind. You have to be positive in order to speak positive. If you change the way you speak to yourself in here, you can change the way that you speak in general. Therefore, changing your mindset and changing your attitude towards everything that you believe in, you have to change inside and out in order to reflect change. Tip number 2, I would say probably one of the most important tips that I can give you as far as changing your mindset is you have to change your surroundings. I know this might not be ideal for everyone, but if you change your surroundings and who you're around, that can greatly dictate who and what you do in life. If you're constantly around negative people, you're probably going to be a negative person and your mindset's going to be drugged down and you're just not going to feel very good about yourself. You need to change the way that you think and the people that you're around in order to improve yourself and have self-worth in yourself. And that would be one way that I would personally say that has benefited me the most is I have changed the people that I associate myself with. Because here at Phoenix Rise, we change ourselves to the core. We've changed the way we've been around people. We've changed our mindset. We've changed everything about our structure. Because in order to shed the past, you have to rise up and change. There's no other way. But unfortunately, you're only going to do that when you're ready to do that. Forcing yourself before you're ready isn't going to be an easy thing. Tip number 3 that I can give you on how to change your mindset is probably the second most important thing that you can do to change your mindset, and that's to create new habits. Wake up, make your bed, right? Most important thing you can do of the day. I mean, I don't do it, but being honest, I've heard stories of, you make your bed in the morning and, that triggers another action, which triggers another action, which triggers another action. And, if you've had a bad day that day, at least you got a made bed. So with that being said, create habits to surround yourself that dictate the rest of your day. Because like I've said in previous videos, it's the small things that truly matter. And you got to change little things to change big things. So with that being said, tasks at hand, making your bed, going for a walk every day. Maybe you take your dog for a walk. Maybe you do the dishes every day. Maybe you take a shower every day, brush your teeth. I mean, every action you do will have a trickle-down effect to a positive, more intellectual conversation that you can have with yourself later on in life, and you can look back and say, I did these small things and therefore I have a better outlook on life. It's some of the things that I've done. Like for me personally, I wake up, I go for my walks, I go for my runs, I go to the gym, I fast every day, just simple things like that, And the more days you do that in a row, the easier things get. And you know, they say it takes 3 weeks to make a change. 3 weeks. Minimum. Tip number 4 that I can give you is you have to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. I'm talking about, you know, maybe you're going for 4-mile, 5-mile runs a day. Now you're gonna go for an 8-mile run. You gotta push yourself to the max. You have to put yourself out of your comfort zone. And that's the factor. Key number 4, change your comfort zone level. Put yourself into situations where you have to adapt to survive. If you put yourself in a situation that makes you completely uncomfortable, maybe you're scared of crowds, go put yourself in a crowd. Maybe you're scared of, you know, riding on an airplane, go ride an airplane. You have to change the comfort zone. You can't just live in your comfort zone, out of your moments, and just be comfortable with who you are. Life in itself is about adapting. That's what the body is great at, is adapting to situations that you have no control over. If you do that, you can truly change your comfort zone level and rise to the occasion. Tip number 5, last but not least, tip number 5, and the most important thing that you can do to change your mindset is have self-worth. You have to love yourself in order to change your mindset. If you do not love yourself, you can't change anything about anything or anyone. So rise up. This is Phoenix Nation. Rise up and change how you think of yourself. If you think of yourself as a negative person, guess what? You're gonna be negative, right? You're gonna be a negative person. And then here at Phoenix Rising, we don't accept negative Nancy's. We are a positive person, changing the light of ourselves, leaving the light and negativity in the past to change who we really become. With that being said, now these things are kind of tough. I understand that. You probably have been in a dark place like me. I had impacts on these decisions. I tried to do these things myself. And I'm finally in a place now where I can accept the fact that it's going to be different and you have to embrace who you become, not in who you are. And that is one of the most positive things that I can tell you to change your mindset. Embrace who you are now, not who you were. And I promise you, if you follow these 5 steps, you can change who you become as a person and rise up like the Phoenix you are. That being said, we are sitting at probably 2 miles on the day. All right, 2 miles. Now, you go back to my last video, you heard that, you know, we're doing 6 miles now instead of 5. Lucky me. So guess what? Looks like time to go walking. Now, I don't know what we're gonna do today. We got to kill some time. We have 12,000 steps to go. May show it, I may not. I don't know. But this ended up being the last clip of this video. I want you guys to know something. If you can truly follow these guidance, you can accomplish anything that you want to do in life. And I assure you of that. So be strong, people, and change your mind first. Accept the fact that things are the way they are for a reason. God put you in this spot because he thought you were strong enough to handle it. So rise up, like the phoenix you are and change yourself. And I assure you, it's not as hard as you think it is. Whether you're trying to overcome anything in life, you have to rise up and be the person that in your heart you know that you're capable of being. And I assure you, with that being said, you can accomplish that. I have faith in you. Well, folks, the conclusion of this video is gonna be a rant. I don't know how many of you have made it this far in the video, but I hope you have. I hope you picked something up. I hope you learned something. I mean, I've learned a few things here and there, trying to help you guys out. So, that being said, we are 1.7 miles on the day. It is going to be a 5-mile day. I know in a couple of videos ago I said I was going to do 6 miles a day, but I decided, well, sometimes I can't because sometimes it's too many steps. So, with that being said, I decided to alter days, and we're going to attempt to do 6 miles every other day. I think that'll be a little bit easier and a little bit better, especially with as late a day as it is. Just be a little bit easier to do the 3 laps right now. So that's what we're going to attempt, and get our 10,000 steps so we can keep that streak alive. And I hate to tell you guys this, but I just don't feel like walking right now. It sounds god awful, but we know what's at stake. See, if we let the 10,000 streak end, say I just stop doing it today, right? Today I'm not going to do it no more. That wouldn't work very well. That being said, we just have to rise up, preach the message, spread the word, and go get it. It's a Tuesday, Wednesday. It's supposed to be a running day, so we're probably going to walk a couple laps, and then we're going to try to go a mile as hard as we can running. So now I want to talk to you guys about YouTube, because this is my 4th or 5th video that I've posted, and it's come to the conclusion I want to post 1 video a day, but sometimes that's kind of difficult. So I don't know how many videos I'm going to post in a day. We're going to try every day, but I can't promise nothing. So we're going to do our 10,000 steps and rise up. So you have to want it enough to go get it. You have to have the passion, the desire, the determination, the motivation. If I let this streak snap, then what's at stake? What are the repercussions of letting the streak snap? And one, well, if I say today, it goes back to the beginning of the video. You have to rise up and change it. If I don't rise up and I don't change it, well, I let this streak snap, and then what happens tomorrow? I don't do it again. I don't do it again. Before you know it, we're right back to where we started. And that's the principle of 10,000 steps a day. Is you have to keep it going. It's not about 10,000 steps. It's the principle of 10,000 steps. So, with that being said, we're gonna go walk it out. Please enjoy some footage. Cue the montage. of a train track is in either direction you can go one way or another way, but it only goes one way. You have to choose. Do you want to go that way? Or do you want to go that way? With that being said, every choice has a choice. One decision leads to a good decision. You go one way down the track and you don't know where it goes. You follow it blindly. You go the other way, it's the same thing. But at the end of the day, they lead to two different destinations. And you just got to enjoy the ride along the way. You know what I'm saying, folks? Enjoy the ride. You only got so long on earth to figure things out. And some people go their whole lives not figuring things out. So, you never know when life is going to take you. You just have to hop aboard and go get it, folks. Just go get it. Rise up. Take the bull by the reins. Saddle up. And say, you know what? Today's the day. Enough is enough. Today, we are changing our mindset because we don't have another choice. We don't have a way. It goes back to, making yourself and putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation. If you can do that and force the mind to change, that's what it's truly about. So, for the conclusion of this video, we're gonna go do our steps and get them in, get these walks done, get these runs in, and we're gonna go start working on the next one. So, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and remember, if there's one thing in life that you can take away from this video, change your mindset. Start tomorrow, start today. Go and get it, guys. With that being said, I'm Phoenix Rising. Rising each day. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace.